tell me, how do you start out the process of making this documentary? Do you just kind of excavate through the history of your phone, or what?
See, the beginning of this documentary is that I have so many pictures and so many videos on my phone that I would need to get them off.
Right.
2 or 3 times a year. Too many.
Right.
And as they went into the computer, George would be looking at it, and then eventually Seth would be looking at them. And, you know, when we would go through them, they would sort of objectively, I'm supposing, think this could be a movie. What are we going to do with this? And then I think in the beginning, you know, I shoot, you know, a lot of people shoot their movies like this.
Sure,
you
right.
know? But I always shoot my movies like this, so they're all long.
Right.
And in the beginning, I think George was thinking, well, how would we edit that, crop that down so it fits in a square? Realizing, well, we're losing a lot of the stuff there, Wayne, and thinking, well, what do we do? And then I don't know why. I don't know who it was that even suggested, hello, Mary Beth. I'm so glad you're here. Excellent.
Hey, Mary Beth.
It was, I don't know who it was, but, you know, we started to think, why don't we just squish them together and then make that the big wide format, you know?
Right.
And once we did that, the idea that they all play all at the same time, all together.
Oh, wow.
See, that's kind of what's happening here. It's sort of a stream of consciousness thing where you're seeing all these things happening at the same time, but at any given time, there's a focus of what, like if someone's talking or something, you hear it above the other stuff, but it kind of is just this.
It's kind of prioritized then,
Slightly.
or at least your brain prioritizes.
Right, there might be
it,
something
right?
you want to look at, but we kind of are in charge of what you listen to because we're kind of saying, you know, it's something here, something. I thought he got shot.
I was trying to get out of the way.
I thought that just walked in, shot you. I thought, well, someone's been assassinated.
Always action-packed.
Someone's just been assassinated at the premiere of my movie. Yeah, yeah. That happens all the time.
This will be the Zapruder film.
I
of
wish
the
I
new
had it
album.
on film. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. So, you know, so it's sort of, you know, I have the craziest life you could ever imagine. I'm not even showing you everything.
So
you
I
know?
mean, so when you see this film, do you get an insight into what your year was truly like, or is it just a facet of it?
In all honesty, it's probably jumping from a couple of years. You know what I mean? I don't think it begins at the beginning of a year and ends at the end of the year. It begins at a New Year's Eve show, and I'm walking out there and I drop the phone, and then I fish it out and come back up. So, you know, everything, you know, there's interviews where I'm talking to people like this, you know, so you see a lot of that sort of activity. But I mean, I don't know, you know, we just started picking things that we thought were interesting. And then Seth, not having any idea of context or anything, who was a great helper, you know, he would see, oh, this straw sticking in some coffee kind of looks like this video that you guys did with this, you know, so he would see similarities of things.
So the juxtaposition works then.
Well, or there's some symmetry, or there's, or you know, I think it's everything at once. You know, there's no real rhyme or reason. I think it was, you know, we would sort of go through it and think, almost like you should, you know, 10 minutes at a time. Let's watch it and see if it's entertaining, or if it's boring, or if it doesn't make any sense. And almost every time that we would watch it, we would say all those. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense. It is boring, and it's exciting. It's everything at once, depending on, you know. So it's a cool experience. I think you're going to really like it. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, no, so real quick, you've got a couple of shows that are happening at the Belmont.
We just came from a rehearsal. Yeah, we just
Right.
rehearsed, and you know, we are going through all of the new record, The Terror, which nobody knows except for us. I mean, no one knows the music except for us. You know, some of it's out there. And playing all that on Friday night, and then Thursday, tomorrow night, doing, I think, as much as time allows of just playing the Yoshimi Battles of the Pink Robots record, which we've never done. I mean, there's some tracks on that we've never played, and we've never played it as a piece of music. So,
Are there? Do you have any new visuals that you've worked up for The Terror?
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, we have a pretty crazy, completely sort of different trip. You know, I think we are known for, and will probably always be known for. Oh my God! Some celebrities have arrived. All right. That's Madonna right there. Madonna is walking by. Madonna's here. All right. Yeah. I mean, I think, you know, this thing that we've, you know, have tried to be known for and have been the ones in charge of saying this is what we do and this is what we don't do. We've made the Flaming Lips show this giant sort of celebration that you just surrender to. I mean, I think like a lot of things in life, you know, to really, really get what's great and good and loving about it, you have to kind of surrender. And I think this thing that we're getting ready to do will be a radical shift. I think it doesn't mean that we don't love people, doesn't mean that there isn't life worth celebrating, but it's just a different trip. And so I think for
in some ways it plunges your audience into a kind of darkness that they might not be accustomed to then?
Maybe so, but I mean, it still, I think, will be, you know, utterly fantastical and freaky to watch. I just, you know, without us doing, and I think towards the end of the set tomorrow, we'll still do some of the Flaming Lips classic songs, you know, but I think, you know, groups, especially groups that have so much, you know, older material. I mean, you're almost obligated to go out and do this big range of you know, selections that you know people will like. But occasionally, and we've done this a couple of times in the past, occasionally we just say, we love you, we're glad you're here, I hope you love this, I hope this is magical to you, but we're going to focus on this music that we're doing right now, what we're doing right now, and say, if we don't do this, we're not being, hello, more celebrities, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is walking by, he doesn't allow us to film, Brad Pitt just walked by. What a great opening. Brad Pitt is here. All right. But
you need to be true to your new material.
Well, not even that. I mean, I think it's that if we don't do the thing that we, you know, the thing that's in our hearts and say we want to do this, I don't think anybody should come to see us for any reason.
Right.
So, you know, when I'm bashing people in the front row with a giant balloon like I've known for, I want people to think I love doing that. I want to do that. I wasn't doing it to say, look at me or get attention or whatever. It's like, it's just things that the music make us want to do. And so, and this show will evolve and it'll become, I'm sure, other things. But here at South by Southwest, it's almost as if you get a couple of chances in your life to say, here we are, you know, and it can be, some people can view it as, what's the famous show that Bob Dylan did?
Don't Look Back.
Well, right? You know, the show where he came out and went electric, you know.
The Newport Festival.
The Newport Festival,
right.
You know, and I'm not comparing us to Dylan, but I think there'll be some people that come and think, if you don't do the old thing, I don't believe in you. And there'll be some people that come and say, if you don't do the new thing, I won't believe in you. Right. And, you know, I'm always on the side of, let's take a chance. It's just music. You know, we're not making medicine for starving children here. You know, it's just music, and this is art, it's ideas. And artists that don't evolve, you know, to me it's kind of boring, you know. And so you may think what we're doing is boring now, and maybe we've evolved into something that's boring, but to us it is our evolution. It's what we want to do, yeah. So I hope you love us, same as always. I think you'll love us even more. Yeah.